Hey guys, we're gonna be starting the stream in about a minute and 45 seconds. It's kind of one of our random Thursday ones. It's gonna be fun. So see you guys in a bit. And hello guys, we are here. We're back. Ready to go. We're attacked somewhere. I'm your CPO. Your what can we say for CPO today? Yeah, but you know how every week I have to have like a new, like the acronym has to stand for something new. Certifiably pissed off. I'm Mr. Certifiably pissed off, and with me we have Afro with a fro with an afro. we have we have artists.
Who hasn't had an app in years now.
Truth. We have artists with a fro. Say hi. And we have we we have the legendary, the one and only, the man himself. It's so you know I like to use my European words now and then. A nuclear, or is it secretary? Is it secretary or secretary? Who knows? But we have the man behind the curtain himself, the man in the high castle, if you will. Boss man, right there. Hey, boss man. Yeah, yeah. He doesn't sound as good as in person as he does here. So all right, guys. So this is kind of a random put together stream for tonight, and we're just probably doing some dev shit in the background and talking about what would we be talking about tonight? Ain't that the truth? We talk about that's John Locke, you know, the pursuit of happiness and how that's the only real thing. Herpa derpa derpa. So, oh, you have your boss man has his little drawing thing open. What are you gonna draw for us? Titillate the audience.
Oh, that's nice.
Fair enough. I hate myself sometimes too. Okay.
Hold on.
Yay. Let's do that. So I guess while we're doing that, how are you guys' weeks? Or half a weeks, if you will. Oh, word.
We did.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Word. What up?
So in terms of Unreal, we can give ourselves a little. Personality.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Because the only person that's not showing his screen, I mean, we could do that, but it's Kai. But it's basically your screen and my screen. I have Unreal open. You had one job. One job.
It's Good Night Games and why. Also Good Night.
So the funny part is these tags are all in the stream. Just the other two.
They're always up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Like primarily right now it's the Twitter and the YouTube. If you go to Twitch, all of our social media platforms should be on the side. If I was to resize the screen right now, you'll see the other two, but then we'll cut out, the artist with the froze face. Can't do that. That's me.
See my head.
Should be on the side. If I was to resize the screen right now, you'll see the other two, but then we'll cut out, the artist with the froze face. Can't do that. That's me.
Yeah, how are you? How are you? See my head. So.
If I was to resize the screen right now, you'll see the other two, but then we'll cut out.
I can't.
Crazy.
How are you? Quality.
And live in Technicolor.
So.
Do you look like life
Drawing.
Oh man. You know what? I was gonna say it looks like a yeah. There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
And live in Technicolor.
If you were.
I guess the correct way would you say it looks like the it looks like an Italian Diglett. Do you look like life Italian Diglett? Oh man. Yeah. Diglett from oh. I was gonna say it looks like a yeah. Diglett from Pokemon.
Yeah, there it is. Where else I could. If you were
I guess the correct way, would you say it looks like the it looks like an Italian Diglett.
Tony,
That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to do it on my platforms right now. I mean, and you guys gotta stop. Stop. We're being watched. Government has a secret system, a team that spies on us every hour, every.
where else I could.
I guess the correct way, would you say it looks like the it looks like an Italian Diglett.
Tony,
That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to do it on my
oh,
my platforms right now. I mean, and you guys gotta stop. Stop. We're being watched. Give or take, yeah. Government has a secret system, a team that spies on us every hour, every.
Afro. Sure.
That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to do it on my.
I'm doing the back.
I mean, and you guys gotta stop. Stop. We're being watched. Give or take, yeah. Government has a secret system, a team that spies on us every hour, every.
Guys, is it? Afro. Sure. Right. I'm doing the back. Angular and in.
Give or take, yeah.
Mine, there's smashed in there. Guys, is it?
Actually, wait. Sidebar, because you reminded me something. So amazingly enough, I was telling Boss Man about this. Did you see the size? The size of the game when we ported it out. Afro.
What do you mean? Sure, are you talking
NGH. Yeah. Well, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna say, just for the thing, the APK was about 40 megs. as a yeah, this is, and mind you, this is without optimization. This is without really, this is an optimization goes as far as coding, um, art, textures, all that stuff. Mind you, there's also like a lot of miscellaneous stuff in there that we're not using, which includes a lot of particle effects, a lot of like large scale textures, a lot of that stuff. So actually, wait, sidebar, because you reminded me of something. So amazingly enough, I was telling Boss Man about this. Did you see the size? The size of the Well, so for those who don't know, mobile, a lot of the platforms in which you can download your mobile games from Apple, they have quite a strict size requirements. I think it's below 50 megs. While you're doing that, I'm just gonna say, so one of the things that we still have to keep in our minds, regardless of changing engines or what have you, is keeping that file as low as possible, yet still give you guys, some visual candy. So the very fact that we're like at 40 megs without much optimization, and we have the basics down of the game, if you is it's very good, and it gives us a lot of relief, because now when time comes that we got to go back, we have to start cleaning things out, optimizing code. It's a nice base to say, damn, yeah, this is probably, we're gonna probably make it. Well, so for those who, and we haven't even done compression too. That's another thing. Excuse me. Is compressing down the file size more. It gives us a lot of hope. Makes the future a light brighter as far as developing with Unreal. So one of the things that we still have to keep in our mind, regardless of changing. It's coming back. Yep. We should. Okay, guys. If I think we're set. Yeah. So sorry, guys. What happened was I forget that there's a process that Unreal and Android has in the background called the ABD executable, and basically it's what allows us to do developer mode and connect and all that stuff. When Unreal opens, it actually fucks with my internet connection and it downs it. So I keep forgetting to do this beforehand. Sorry. Not sorry. Sorry. Continue. We're live. That's fine. Yeah.
Out the testing ground.
True.
And new tech.
It really is, and I think that's. Sorry, but I'm just saying, I think that's kind of like the whole why we've been slow in regards to in development. It's more because there's a lot of, it's like the things that we've learned for game salad. Some of them are applicable to Unreal, some of them aren't. And so in order to kind of like speed up the process in the future, we do have to kind of feel out, see what works, what doesn't work, and start from there. And oftentimes it comes to a case where we just have to start from scratch, start from point A. So it's definitely Go ahead. True.
We have a asking if
Shoot. Tell him get his Skype info and bring him into the chat. You know what I just realized now? We might as well start a Discord at some point. Aren't they free?
yeah.
Yeah, and then you can
definitely.
that's what I'm saying. It's like it'll give the no, we'll have to mute them. Sorry.
Oh.
We can definitely bring them in and let them converse with us. But I'm sorry. Let me get the chat open. But yeah. So it's the thing is too. It's kind of fun. I mean, I liked it for a while. I did a lot of research development. Figuring things out. So the fact that with Unreal, it's literally almost like a sandbox, if you will, of trying to figuring things out. And man, it's really it is fun. It is fun to find out and learn something new, and then you're like, "Yo, we can do this." Like for example, yeah,
process.
yeah,
What?
yeah.
And next thing you check everything beforehand.
Truth. And I think that's another thing too, is like we'll go around it in like this super almost convoluted way of like just nodes of code, you know, and we'll sit there and we'll look at it and we're like, okay, you did this, now can you simplify it? And it's amazing how when you go and you actually simplify the code down and you look at it and you're like, wait, why didn't I do this in the beginning? It's hilarious sometimes. I mean, Boss Man knows how we can be, where we're like grandiose making these big ass things, and he goes, no, 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 bring it back, bring bring it back, bring it back, and it's just like, we'll have this for later, if you will.
Even like foreground things that are any of our again is more Just please.
Which it's speaking on that. Well, I'm gonna speak on that and then loop back around. Is that together? We were talking about this on our other stream, but it's amazing how in the span of 4 years, we've managed to put out on average what, like 2 games a year, 3 games a year. No, that's I think that's remarkable. I mean, not to kind of pat ourselves in the back and bolster ourselves up. not to be a braggart, not to braggart about it, but it's just amazing how, you know, a lot of us could say at our ages, even if some people out there just consider them just mobile games, you know, that you can actually say that you legit worked on a mobile project from start to finish and had it released on the App Store. That is definitely, I think, a remarkable achievement. Yeah.
Definitely stand. So, I'm gonna. I will be back. Entertained. I'm mostly going to pick up.
Oh.
Thank you for that.
Boss man, add in this character right here. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, please. Yeah, that's so. So. So anyway, so yes. So with the achievement of us having gotten this stuff into the mobiles, which was kind of slowing, it was one of the hurdles, if you will, that was slowing down development. We can actually get back to adding in stuff. One moment. We can, yeah, we can actually get back to adding in content for the game. So one of the things that I'm actually going back and working on is primarily the first 4 levels, if you will, which are the tutorial levels. One starts you out in our lovely solar system, and you kind of learn some background information, a little story information, and get the basics of ship movement. The other level has you, I think it's probably the first time you'll go down to a planet, and also probably be the introduction of a mini boss. I'm recording. Oh, fuck. Well, is he in the call? Yeah, we hear you. It's fine.
I hate you so much. It's fine.
I actually think the stream is still up.
I am your.
Oh. Yeah, I know we've probably been back for a while. But yeah, so anyway, long story short, I'm working on the tutorials, and one of the things that I need to put in here is the menu. But one of the very first things that I would love for you to see is actually this. Excuse me. Let's see. There we go. See that? In the words of Bowman from 2001 Space. Oh my god, it's full of. You should see it on your screen. But as you see, yes, this is actually. There you go. Yeah. And the reason why this is actually very good as far as rendering and load times is because this is all particles. This is purely backdrop for just art and coolness. But this is also will be the galaxy map. With the galaxy map is you'll be able to in total you'll be able to go to 14 different places throughout the galaxy over the course of the story. Because we're doing a semi-linear adventure now, you know, we kind of have to have a start, middle, and end. But those positions will always be was it like 5 places that are going to be the same for the most part, but then 17 other random spots. Anyway, this will be your galaxy map, and on the tablet you'll be able to, you know, move this around. You'll be able to select, you know, a place, and you can zoom in on it and confirm that you want to go there, because for once again you can actually go back to previous star systems that you couldn't do in the first game. So we're giving the player a little bit more freedom as far as, you know, moving around and stuff. So this will be the startup map, and probably the first thing that you see on startup, and the galaxy map. Yo. I guess the assumption was you're never going home, so. Yeah, pretty much. Truth and service. So yeah, as you see here, I have all of our widgets. If you've seen our previous streams, you've seen our controls for the ship, which will also be similar controls for the planet. Not much in the realmscape of buttons being moved. We also have some other things like you remember your darkness overlay that you had, Boss Man? I put that in the widgets for organizational purposes. That was all the way in character. Which that's another thing we have to do, is really go through each folder and hammer out what needs to be where and where needs to be where for future when we start doing more Unreal projects. We have an idea of how the structure should be. Oh. Bob Ross. So, who's this new character that we have in our chat? Don't be shy. Don't be shy now. So this guy here, who will be uh what do you go by nowadays? We're gonna call him Mr. Lumpy Bionicle. Oh, lumps the Bionicle here. Lumps the Bionicle here. Lumponicle. He's done pretty much the other half of the majority of coding with NGH, and that's the level generation bit. We can actually I'm showing them now. So are you looking at the stream? All right. So hold on. All right. I'm bringing it up for them to see, and you can explain what you did as far as the level generation. Okay, Lumponicle, sounds good.
Anonymous.
Lumpopotamus.
I'm not sure. I'm the act.
So while we're waiting for this, one of the other amazing things about having loaded it on the Android, the mobiles, was just to get a feel of how everything was going. And the wonderful part was that the only slow or hiccup was in the beginning where generation was, I think, where the generation was happening, which is a good sign because more than often we explained this in the previous stream, but the goal was to have most of, if not everything, generate upon the initial startup. That way that generation does that way that generation doesn't have to happen later on in the end. So this goes from everything from how many planets are in a star system, how many enemies are in that, how many structures, wormholes, bosses. All this stuff is held within tables, and that data is generated when you first start a new game. And then from there, it's just a matter of pulling that data from the table and updating it accordingly. So if you say you cleared one planet from system A, that data will be like, hey, all right, there's now only 10 planets you can go to instead of 11, and it'll keep going from there. And of course, once you zero out everything, that's even better. Let's start this up. Oh, so there we go. So unfortunately, we don't have a light source in here, and it's